Miscarriage, infertility, neonatal harm. Reproductive experts worldwide are seeing the signals, but data isn't being tracked, and questions aren't welcome. Bearing witness to the crisis unfolding, an international panel of leading reproductive medicine professionals are speaking out.
There has never been a time in the last 30 years of my career where they said that you could do something or give something to a pregnant woman that has no data.
We never give a pregnant woman anything new out of the gate, which is what diethylstilbestrol and thalidomide have taught us. You have two patients when you have a pregnant woman. You have the woman and you have the fetus.
Any new drug or vaccine, the first thing you have to do is work out the exact right dose, where it goes in the body, how long it lasts for, whether that's different for adults or children or in pregnancy.
These vaccines cause a non-specific systemic inflammatory reaction. In pregnancy, inflammation is the last thing you need.
I found the rejection of precautionary principle in relation to pregnancy incomprehensible.
There's literature now showing that, yes, this does not stay in the arm, but all the components of these injections go across the umbilical cord into the fetus.
In March 2022, they had another spike in neonatal deaths, which again followed the booster dose.
I was concerned about the proportion of immature oocytes and morphologically highly abnormal oocytes.
We learned not just with thalidomide, we learned that with valproate, multiple medications that women were given, and then babies were born with birth defects.
And the same applies, I'm afraid, to post-neonatal deaths as well. So these are later infant deaths between 1 month and 1 year.
Pfizer did start a randomized controlled trial. They had about 800 pregnant women enrolled. They were going to follow them up to 6 months. And they had to stop the trial and didn't publish the results because if they had had one more fetal anomaly or birth defect, that would have made that statistically significant. So they stopped the trial. So we don't have a long-term trial on pregnant women.
How is that possible? Why is it the case that the drug regulators would allow the manufacturer of the drug to cease the trial for self-serving reasons?
I would certainly argue that these injections would be considered in the old classification, a class X.
I would never, as a prenatal genetic counselor, recommend anything based on this information that's available.
If this is getting into the female fetus's ovaries, where all her eggs are produced by 22 weeks of gestation, she will not regenerate eggs. What does this mean with regards to the fertility of generations to come?
I wanted to know the vaccination status to see if there was a connection with the unexpected poor outcome, but the information was not provided.
It was specifically said that they would not look at the vaccine status of these women because it might increase vaccine hesitancy.
If you're a registered health professional in Australia, you can be deregistered if you question anything at all about any vaccine.
We should be allowed to ask for the data.
If we don't look at it, how can we fix it?
To add a field of the vaccination to this database would have taken 10 minutes. But their argument was, well, nobody asked them to.
People were fearful of what was happening. We didn't do our due diligence necessarily, but now we have time. It's not an emergency, and people should be able to go back and look at the data.
I would say in my entire career of seeing new vaccines coming in over decades, I've never seen anything like this.
Thalidomide taught us. We said never again. The health of our babies and future generations is everyone's responsibility. We call on the global reproductive health community to join this urgent conversation.